Hey there, Lurkers. What do you think about the game of subjective? Living forever, a no-fly zone, and Scott-smart or Outsmart?
Sounds like summer's over and you should get back to class. So let's lurk. Willie, I've got some good and bad news.
The good news is you're better.
Well, yes, in almost every conceivable way. But who am I comparing myself to? Not you. No. No. Just everybody else. Anyway,
Joel has decided to forgive me for all of my past.
transgressions. Not even close. That's
Well, all right, I had to try.
So I went back and I reviewed the tape, spoke with Joel, and he was expecting an apology from me. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I did a little rewound, and what the bet was for Scott Smart or Outsmart was not to get an apology. No. It was to get him to stop picking on you.
Yes.
And so I told him that. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't need to apologize to you. And he goes, well, maybe we just keep this going. Maybe we see where it goes. And I go, yeah, it's kind of my job to get you to stop what you're doing. But on the other hand, I don't know if this is bad for the show. I think it's something we can all agree upon, everyone involved. That
He sent me Scott. He sent me a text yesterday that goes, "You're gonna poop on my chest."
well, you did say that. You said it out loud.
It's true.
You made it into the hype video.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I said, like, you could stop what you're doing, or you could take it up another notch. Up to you. Let's see what happens.
Did you antagonize the beast?
He said, and I quote, "I don't know why Willie is doing this because I know his weakness. I know his greatest fear."
Scott, no.
But
Joel, I will block you everywhere.
but I can confirm with 100% certainty that he is not doing anything like that to or for you. Like he's
Yet?
not even close.
Or okay.
Not even there yet. So we've got a lot of room to let this grow. And so if you have any derogatory things you want to say to Joel, like, let's just get it out early. Or maybe anybody else you want to piss off.
I'm gonna pause.
Okay.
Lurkers, just wait and listen. Just wait.
Well, let's hold on for now. All right. But we can't wait for this week's subjective anymore. And I just would
Why?
like to point
No.
out.
If hold on. If we don't go any further, we don't have to talk about the next thing. We
you
don't
sure?
have to do it.
We don't? Okay. We
No,
could just
why am
stop.
I getting fucked this week?
I don't know. Honestly, I thought you had the better team.
I did have the better team. Like, the game is subjective, but objectively, it was a better team.
Because I would have picked your list over mine, even at the end of the day. But I trounced you like 2-1.
I know. I voted for myself, and I was like, "What? Why is it 33-66 right now? This is bullshit."
So for those who have are just tuned in, we play this game. We pick some stuff. You guys vote on who's got the better stuff, and then we get to make fun of each other based on how badly, or in my case, how awesome we did. So normally I let Willie pregame, and he the same. But I was going for a little surprise this week. We just ended summer officially because Labor Day is gone. And so all the kids are going, where, Willie?
School.
Back to school, that's right. And so the subject that I am going to choose for this week has nothing to do that. It's going to be
What?
instead.
What the fuck? I'm like, okay, rubber tip pencils, erasers, double-sided. I'm going through all of the. Oh! This is gonna be a day, isn't it?
We are doing for this week's, and I gotta announce it officially here. So, welcome back to another game of Subjective. This week's subject is going to be best NFL team mascots.
Come on! What?
So I know you don't know anything about sports, especially football. You don't pay attention. All you have to do is pick the best team logo / mascot, and we'll let the lurkers decide.
Cool. Let's do it. Now, I need to clarify. Is it best mascot or best logo?
The team, not like the actual mascot. Like, no, I'm just saying like the logo, whoever the team is represented by.
This I can do. How many are there?
A lot. There's several. So
hold on.
wisely.
I think I have 8 by 4 by 4, 16, 32. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Did I get it, or are you just pandering to me?
Oh, you did. 32 teams.
Oh, okay. Ooh, all right. And I get to go first, Lurkers, because apparently you all hate me just like Joel does. Joel, tell your mom goodnight for me. I missed her. But with no time to prep, no list to be made, the number one team, Raiders.
Well, for my number one pick, I am going to go a little bit closer to our hometown. I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Again, we are not picking best team. This is not a game of your like, I know cheeseheads and Vikings, but that's exactly what this is going to be. And I need you MFers to just give it a rest. Okay. I don't know these teams. Number 2, Dolphins.
I like the Dolphins. I really do. I like the Dolphins as a pick. So for my number 2, I am going to go with the Bills. They're a buffalo.
Yep. I have a grouping of photos here. I'm doing my best. For my wild card number 3 pick, San Francisco 49ers.
Ooh, solid. I like that. That's good. That's really good. For my number 3, the QB may be retired, but Flying Elvis still lives. I'm going with the Patriots.
Well, I've got to bring this a little new school and bring the Chargers.
Ooh, they're very old, but okay. Yeah. My number 4, I'm going to go with the scariest, arguably one of the scariest logos, the Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm. Good choice. I thought you were going to say the Browns.
Well, that's what your pants are going to be if you lose again.
Oh, I'm definitely losing today. But my final choice is my home away from home, the Seahawks.
They've got a good logo. It's really nice. And for my final pick, I'm going to go with my childhood team that wasn't the Vikings. They were quarterbacked by none other than Randall Cunningham. I'm going to go with the Eagles to round off my list.
That's the game of Subjective, Lurkers. Vote everywhere on our socials this week. Let us know who's going to win. There's no predicting because it is a game that's subjective. And apparently you guys just like Scott a lot more than me. Before we move on from
I don't know
this,
why, honestly. Like, I mean, other than like me getting naked several episodes back, like we neither of us like crap on the audience. Technically, you have more friends that listen to the show than I do. But are they your friends?
Apparently not. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I get into work and friend of the show, Paul, is like, that's the worst team of all time.
Wait, for me or for you?
Always me.
Oh, dang.
Always. But the problem is that they always are like, one choice. It's one thing. And they don't look at the other 4. They're just like, I like this better. So you freaking idiot. Like, get out of here.
Well, it sounds like you want to exact some revenge on Paul. Maybe shock him.
This is why they hate me.
Willie, do you want to live forever?
Not anymore.
Not if you can't win the game of subjective.
You know what? You know, one of my trauma responses is wanting to make sure that people like me, and this game really puts me in my place.
Well, if you ever figure it out and you do want to extend your life, I've got something you can try. Because apparently there's this new thing going around that helps guys extend their life or be younger, longer, reverse their cellular age.
Can I take a guess?
Sure. Did you read the article?
No. Is it Andrew Tate?
It's a guy who might kind of emulate him, but it's not actual Andrew Tate.
Uncle Elon?
Getting closer. It is definitely a tech bro.
Omicron.
What if I told you could turn back your biological clock and all you had to do was hook up some like shocking paddles to your junk?
What do I get out of this?
You get something. Wait. I told you. You turn into a younger man.
Is this what kind of trip they figured out during Burning Man this week?
This is way before Burning Man, and I hope
he's not that much better. Put some jumper cables on your nuts, man. You'll get through it.
Oh. So, anyway, as I was choking,
Daddy,
this. This dude has come up with something called focused shockwave therapy, or at least he claims to be on the cutting edge. And yeah, you have to connect it to your stuff. Biohacking obviously is not a new thing. People have been trying stuff to reverse their age and reverse skin, like all this stuff that people have. And while there's other ways to like reverse your cellular age, this dude thinks that he's come up with this best way for guys. Did you know that shockwave therapy like is an actual thing when you don't do it to your genitals as well?
I mean, did I know shockwave therapy was a thing?
Yeah, so in the 80s,
that could track a little bit, but shockwave penile therapy.
But back in the 80s, they started doing it to pulverize kidney stones. So there's already like precedent, several decades of shooting shockwaves in and around the junk.
So hold on, back in the 80s, people are getting shocked and they're like, "Doc, I don't know what to tell you, man. I feel 20 years younger. Seriously, you gotta shock this junk out of me all the time."
But hold on, before you poo-poo it or pee-pee it is more accurate. You go to the gym, right? And you work out your muscles. Well, what are you doing to your muscles at the gym? You're traumatizing them, right?
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
But are you saying that I don't traumatize my little me often?
Oh, I mean,
I traumatize it well.
You told me stories. It doesn't have micro tears in it. No, it's got macro tears.
Oh, God. Sorry, Dad.
Hi, Larry. So are we in or are we out on penile shockwave therapy?
Hey, man, you told me once, 12 years ago, don't knock it till you tried it. You got to give it a shot once.
At least one time. I'll order one for the show.
So, if you lose this week's game of Scott's Murderers,
soon as it comes in,
it's just gonna
whoever's
shock
the
our
loser.
Oh God.
Of which,
that would
where
be the
are your
worst.
videos? Where are they?
I haven't found them yet. I am waiting for the moment. I don't want to just put out dribble. This is where I get stuck in a perpetual loop of I'm not good enough. I can't do this. This is hard.
Well, if you don't come out with them soon, we're gonna skip straight to the paddles.
I mean, the deal
you thought making those videos were hard.
Oh man. I wonder, is it like, do you think you'd have a better result standing at attention or just relaxed and at ease?
I think you start and then you finish. Hopefully not too soon.
It just zip, zip. It's
Next
the
thing you know,
fastest erection. You've got the quickest dick in the West. Oh, man. But seriously, there's a lot of people in this world, I think, who use their parts to move the human race forward. They use it productively. And there's another set of people who use it for fun, leisure.
Okay.
There's gray area in between. But, Scott, for those people who say, I don't want to have kids, one of the worst things that they could go through, the people that are so adverse to the child's scream, running, questions, snot, all the things that just bug the crap out of them, the worst places they could be is on an airplane.
Okay. Yeah. That's true. That's a condom commercial just waiting to happen.
I was watching a Philly D video this week, and he was showing off this video of a kid for like a 10 or 12 hour flight. It was one of those like long flights.
Oh, yeah.
He had a hat on. He's probably like 2 or 3. He had like a white hat.
Baseball cap?
Nope, it was fuzzy with ears and it came down to the sides, except the kicker is that it was flashing, strobing lights. Like pink, green, blue, like something you'd get at a carnival.
So they were coming home from Burning Man.
But if you've ever been on a long flight like that, especially one that's closer to being a red eye, the lights go down and everything gets calm.
Oh, yeah.
Except for the rave happening on this kid's head, because it was boom, 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 boom. So the whole time, the 10-hour flight, the parents didn't stop it, and this cabin was just lit.
Literally.
Is this something that you would be all right with? Like, could you handle a flight like that?
Was it making noise too?
Probably. The hat? No.
I don't know. On long flights, I bring one of those sleep masks. So I'm kind of not really paying attention to anything that's going on. Granted, the last time I flew transatlantic, I don't think I slept at all. So maybe I would have been the one who pulled out some music and started a little rave for
Scott's
a viral video.
Scott, you're just in the background of this kid's video.
Yeah. Do the towel dance.
It's the floss dance?
I don't know.
I don't know. You're too old. You've never Fortnited. Hey, so in lieu of this, Mental Floss posted an article that said there's an airline that is banning kids from adult-only seating areas on their planes. Is this something that you'd be interested in? So it says no U.S. carrier has dared to ban infants, but there's one European airline that's come closer to crossing that line. What they're going to do is say that in like, you'll have your first class, business class, and then you have an adults only. And the kids can go in the back with the parents, but they are not allowed in this section of the plane.
It feels like though it's only going to be like smoking versus non-smoking section. they're gonna be back there, and you're gonna be able to hear them. So unless they're putting up some soundproof glass or barriers,
I think that's the goal, is to put up those like curtains. Or you remember like when you'd watch a movie in the 90s and they would shut the little curtains and somehow it was like
sound dampening curtains
exist. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I suppose if you're trying to do something to like get people to notice you, that's a really good idea.
Now it's going to cost you an additional $45 to $57 to get a seat in an adults only section. Per leg.
I've got 3.
I've seen it.
Once again, where are you getting? Because like, is it $47 for the section that separates adults only and kids? Because that doesn't seem worth it at all. How far away from the potential screaming child are you?
I think that's the difference of $45 and $57. It's only a $12 difference to get next to the elites.
This this is actually a really good idea, because what they're trying to do is drive people even further into the front of the plane. They're trying to get people to pay for the first and business class. That's a good idea. They're smart.
I don't know if this would matter to me. I have noise canceling headphones, Dramamine, drugs. I am able. There's a fly on your hat. There it goes. Oh,
there's a fly? Where?
It's Mephisto.
It was him all along.
What's happening? You found it. You know how triggered I get with this.
Oh yeah.
I will kill it.
Joel. That's from Joel.
Joel's like, Scott, my only request, let me give you one fly. Long story short, I am not spending an ounce of money to do a non-kids section.
You know what? That sounds pretty smart.
Unlike you.
I was kind of smart last week. I got about halfway. I would argue I got like 85% of the way there.
You did a really good job last week.
And then my horse came in last.
Super impressive. And all right, Lurkers, it is that time again for another exciting round of Scott Smart or Outsmart. Are you ready, Scott?
Nope.
Fantastic. Here's how the game works, Lurkers. I've got 5 tricky trivia questions for Scott. For each one that he gets right, he's one step closer to the real answer, because here's the twist. All the answers have a connection. Scott, if you win.
If I win, Willy has to chug whatever a medium pumpkin spice latte is on the next show.
That sounds great and awful all at the same time. But if you lose, you have to wear Green Bay Packers something, a hat, a jersey, something for their next home game.
Okay. All right.
Just got to wear it for the day.
I don't own anything, and that would be sadly easy enough to go find here in this state.
Yes, it would be.
All right. Lay it on me.
Question number 1. In Spanish, what kind of sentence begins with a signo de interrogación invertido?
Oh, a question.
That's correct. Question number 2. Bill W. and Dr. Bob are the anonymized names used by the 1935 founders of a new group named for the help it provided to whom?
Who are Jerry's kids?
Incorrect. Question 3. About God, Albert Einstein once wrote to Max Born, I am convinced that he does not play. What game with the universe?
Is it dice?
Correct. Question number 4. What menu item offered by Wendy's, alone among burger chains, since 1983, comes in 5 versions now that Italian and Mexican have been discontinued.
Oh, is it chili?
Ooh, that's a close one.
Oh,
but not right. I'll let you think about it.
a baked potato?
Correct.
Okay.
Question number 5. In the South Pacific, namesake cults still ascribe sacred properties to World War II era material, which they call what?
Boom boom metal.
Try again.
Bombs.
You got the humans and the stuff you put underneath. What is that?
Cargo.
Correct.
Jeez.
To sum this up, Lurkers, we've got questions. You didn't get number 2. Dice, baked potato, and cargo. What's the connection?
All of these items can be hot.
No. Oh man, I love this game so much because Scott, you're so freaking close every single time. The other question you didn't get, number 2, Bill W. and Dr. Bob are anonymized names by the 1935 founders of a group called Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay. All right.
So, questions, alcoholics, dice, baked potatoes, and cargo are all things that can be loaded.
Man. Because honestly, like hot dice, hot potatoes,
Hot cargo?
hot cargo. I don't know. I was reaching.
That's it. I mean, it's a good one.
Great. I have to go buy a Packers something.
I'll buy it for you. How about that?
No. I'm gonna find something cool.
Okay.
If I'm gonna have a Packer memorabilia, I'm gonna have something cool.
Well, that's the show, lovely Lurkers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. Please rate and review wherever you lurk.
We appreciate all of your love, so let's remember to be kind to one another, and we will see you this weekend.